but I think the problem is that the highest value employees, like, if as soon as you give them more pay, they just negotiate the shit out of that with other potential employers. So it's like I feel like the problem is that, like, there's a book by this guy Felix Dennis who did he started Maxim, a bunch of magazines, and it's called How to Get Rich. And he has this line that's great called, like, teamwork is the glue that holds losers together. Be, which is so
Wow.
true, because the thing that drives employee retention for the most part is teamwork. It's a shared sense of sacrifice and a shared sense of goals and purpose and belonging. And then for people that are leaving after a year and a half, they value teamwork at zero.
Well, very
It
low.
is
Not necessarily zero, but very
maybe
low.
not
Yeah.
zero. It's not, you're right. It's not quite zero. Because it's like working with people that you enjoy is worth a lot,
Yeah.
but they're going to value the cash component sociopathically high compared
Yeah.
to the people that value teamwork at a normal level. So I feel like it's like the challenge would be to actually retain long term, the cost would be massive.
So you're saying, but you're also saying it's a segmentation problem.
Yes, because because you're capable of doing the math, so am I, of what's the value I delivered to the business, and I can do that math extremely well, and then I can ask for 30% of it.
Yeah.
Right. And but I'm happy to throw in cogs. Like, right. It's I'm happy to be fair about it, but I want to know what my equity is going to be on my labor. I want equity on my labor, and then some forward looking percentage of the processes I create out to some reasonable time frame in the future. Right.
Hmm.
So, like, that comp package would be the minimum for an employee role to be interesting.
Right. Right. See, I think that it's actually simpler than that though, because you're an outlier, right? You don't work at a big company, probably never
What would
will
it be
work.
for you?
Uh, I think that so I think a better example also, like I'm still basically an outlier. I think
Yeah.
a better example is like my wife. Okay. So, I dragged her in to be a co-founder with me on the wine business.
Yeah.
And, she is the most reliable, supportive employee that you could ever want. She's
Yeah.
fantastic. She's always smiling. She's happy to help. Everything gets done with a great level of detail. She's on time for every meeting. Like, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But like, let's think about what she's thinking in terms of her job prospects at the moment. Um, she just had a friend of hers leave and go to Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same starting date within a couple months, right?
Yep.
Same level,
Yep.
is making 30% more money now.
Yep.
30% more, right? Like that's meaning life change. It's not life changing. It's not, but it is at a level. It's life
But
changing
no, I think
money.
that's life changing.
And so it's like, and at your review, you're told that you're not going to get a raise on your base if because last year COVID really was hard on the business, even though it's publicly traded and they can go online and verify the fact that they actually made 5% more net income.
Yeah. Yep.
So like, you're treating me
And I
like
gave
I'm
them an excuse
stupid.
to do layoffs, so now their costs are lower.
So you're treating me like I'm stupid. You're
Yep.
not paying me what I'm worth. And I know that my friend just left and got more money at Google, arguably like the top place that anyone would want to work to have on their resume.
Yep.
Right. So it's like, you're giving me no incentive to stay. And the ramp process for her program and her position is like a year, right? Like for the acquisition process. The acquisition process is a year. The ramp process is a year, right? The payback period is at least 2 years after that.
Yep.
So if you're not keeping people for 3 years, at least in these corporate jobs, you're just losing money. But my hypothesis is they're just making so much money that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it doesn't fundamentally matter who's in those roles. They're like boxes in the AI, and like